live. YouTube, hello, hello. We're back with the second VOD. Let me share screen and Discord for you. Boom, pow. You see Overwatch?
I see Overwatch.
Alright.
Oh, the skin. Demon with the golden gun. Gotta love it.
How do you play Orisa into dive?
How I like to play Orisa dive is on engages, throw my spear at the dive target to prevent them from going on me fast.
Okay.
Winston in his leap, throw it.
Perfect.
Doom, slam, throw it, or
Yeah.
literally anything, throw it.
Fair enough.
Ball when he's at the peak for his pile drive, or what I think is the peak.
Using spear to like disrupt the engage, like the initial dive. Yeah.
Diva, it's jab spin because spear will be eaten.
Okay.
I think spear gets eaten, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm just kind of poking and playing slow.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
I don't really have to play fast into this.
Yep. That could have been a bad spear, but they're slow enough that you got it back.
Yeah. I also love pylon placement.
I don't like that spear.
Yeah, I tend to just throw spear. I'm trying to do better with it and not throw it as much.
Yeah, because Jay probably wishes that you were able to spear right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't because the other team is really poo-poo, but it works out well. Thoughts on that spear?
Bad?
Yeah.
I also couldn't tell if I landed it at all.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
The first thing you said when I asked you how you play Orisa into the dive, like into the comp they're playing, was use spear to
dive.
disrupt their dive.
And then I never used it once to disrupt the dives.
Yeah, with the exception of the very first spear, every single spear has been used off cooldown, practically.
Yeah.
And it's not when they're diving.
Yeah.
I don't love that spear at the Tracer either.
I don't.
I
love it.
would pretty much just save spear for Winston, in like standard moments.
Yeah.
I don't like that spin either. I don't like the spin. I like the idea is like you want to push him off the edge, right?
Yeah, I wanted to push him off the edge or into a corner where I can bully him.
Okay. So what if you spun right now?
I don't know if I would have been able to push him off with that spear. That spin.
Maybe.
Can you go into free cam at the moment? I just want to take a look.
Oh, that's what's wrong.
Oh, did you have... Yep. 9 seconds. Okay.
Jump.
Jump. There he goes. I think it's too high.
I think he goes on your head. I think the hitbox is also a lot bigger than you think.
It probably is. Yeah.
Again, I really don't like that spear. I think you just like take your time and throw it at the Winston.
Yeah, I remember trying to call there. They have Hanzo watch your head, but I don't know if anyone heard me.
Yeah, I remember at some point you guys were like like after, I don't know, like 3 minutes later, and you guys are on like second or third point already. You're like, yeah, we really got rolled by that Nano Winston engage. We gotta find a better solution to it. Did you see what happened during this fight? Jay gets headshot.
Yep. I used my spear
Leroy?
early.
Leroy gets headshot by Kiriko. Nano Winston goes in and misses.
Yeah.
Nano Winston does absolutely nothing. You just lost the neutral fight against a comp that you really shouldn't lose the neutral fight to. Let me ask you, let me go back. Rewatch this first point. What's the mistake from the other team? You should have lost this in about 30 seconds. What's the mistake that the other team does?
They go on me.
Yeah, it's like
They tried diving the tank May with pylon, like
yeah, it's an egregious mistake, especially with Jay's positioning. Jay's positioning, like
is it great? Like, I would call it.
That's a perfect dive. They jumped up. It was an awful bubble, but like they forced wall and lamp, and they are all practically full health still. Yeah. They can just go again. The issue is Tracer is up here. If Tracer went down here and wrapped around, and they just dive and they just win. They had a successful dive on a Hanzo and then immediately went back to jumping an Orisa. You dropped down to maybe like 450 health in that dive, and now he's just dead. Right? Learn from their mistakes. If you're ever put in a dive, don't dive the Orisa.
Never dive tank.
That is also why I wasn't really a big fan about positioning here, because you can't help against this.
But also, I think that if I don't position there, and if I leave it unprotected, then they can just walk it freely, and then they have access to high ground, and they can just wrap to where we are, or they can just drop point immediately.
What if you play here and you just have your May watch this, or like May Alari or something?
May Alari could be good, but like, I don't know. I'm just like,
the issue that I'm bringing up is if they played their dive smarter, what could you do to prevent your team from just falling?
Absolutely nothing unless I land a literal perfect spear on the Winston mid dive.
Yeah, I feel like holding here is probably better.
Yeah.
And you can hold here. Your Hanzo can hold up with you or back further. And then like this is the kill box, right?
Yeah.
And you can prevent your team from dying. If your team just controls this bridge and the enemy team has a Hanzo here, like you guys can still win this. You just have to be able to kill a Hanzo. Hanzo's gonna be able to get high ground anyways. Hanzo can just climb up here, and then he's in a similar duel. The only difference is the Orisa is on the off angle instead of one of your actual DPS. Like if you put your Hanzo here, if he gets pressured, he can leap away. Or if it's your Mei, you're making cryo and wall to keep themselves alive. I hate Orisa so much. Like, your positioning was so poo-poo.
Egregious, and yet I was able to live that long.
You didn't drop below, like, 400 health.
Yep. I love this meta.
What are their DPS shooting at? Where the fuck are they?
Me.
Are they just missing? Alright, they're not shooting at you. He did absolutely nothing.
Leroy is a wonderful being who is brought to us by God.
Okay, so you're able to just stand in the open because both of their DPS are just jacking off in the corner. They're just not doing anything.
Yep.
I really didn't like the positioning though. I think holding here while you can, maybe rotating into here, or maybe like playing this natural cover.
Yeah, not holding just middle.
What do you want to use spear on in this comp?
Oh, I want to use spear on probably Bab or Kiriko. Because if I can spear Bab out of Immortality Field, that's bonus. If I can spear him out of boots, that's a bonus. If Kiri gets low and I can spear her.
So you want to use it for like assassinating a squishy.
Yeah.
All right. So don't spear an Orisa, right?
Yep.
Okay. So okay. What the hell?
I also don't like how I ult this fight.
Yeah.
I actually shouldn't have. I think I also maybe split them, which is good, but like, oh, if I just, oh wait, no, we got the kill anyways.
I think you should have just pulled the trigger earlier.
You know, if I pulled it while they were walking, I could have pulled them into dragon.
That's something really critical that was more important for Orisa in Overwatch 1, but you still really need to remember in Overwatch 2 is just comboing your ults. Like, if you jump into Narnia, pull 3 on you, and your Hanzo just throws a dragon on your location, you're gonna get 3 kills. As easy as that. I think I remember this. Yeah, you just gotta use Fortify. You got booped by the Orisa repeatedly. Like, if you just use Fortify during this, you'll actually make that touch.
Yeah.
By the time you do, you already got booped 3 times and are now dead because you're in Narnia. Oops. There we go. Man, imagine if you had Spear right there. Imagine if you could have thrown a spear at the Sojourn when she landed.
I would have loved that, but
Probably would have killed her.
maybe, yeah.
If not you, your Hanzo or your Alari or your Mei or your Bap could have killed her. You see how Theros is playing?
Ignoring me.
They're ignoring you for the most part.
Yeah.
And just running on isolated targets and killing them. And she took like 150 damage in that whole execution. I feel like you shoot the tank a lot. Especially on characters that you're supposed to just execute.
I noticed that also, yeah.
Alright.
I feel like Sean should have come with me and Joe, and Leroy should have won with Jason.
I don't think that makes sense. How does Leroy get up here? I mean, he could jump up to here and then do a second jump. Maybe he could make this jump.
He can make that jump.
Okay. That requires him to use 2 cooldowns to get to this position.
Okay, no.
And then 1 Ash Dynamite forces him down the low ground, and he has to use another 2 cooldowns.
That's fair. Okay.
These 2 characters just jump.
You also saw that Hanzo on TV, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're literally watching my screen, Jack. Yeah, yours just go to.
Yeah.
I think y'all just weren't aware of it.
Oh, Leroy just. Okay.
We haven't taken a single fight yet, and it's been a minute and a half.
All right, what are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for
Baptiste?
Actually, I don't need to wait for Bap because Bap is going with Jay.
Correct. What else? You guys are in a 4v4.
Oh yeah.
This is a 4v4.
Yeah. Huh.
You can just go do what you did last time, but not get booped off the map. You guys are just waiting and not playing Overwatch. Like, with an Alari, you could come down here and just shoot people. And if you get pressured, well, you back off. You're just waiting and wasting a lot of time. What the hell was that? Oh, Junkrat.
I was worried about the junk blowing me off the map, so I reacted to use Fortify.
Why are you guys waiting? What is Sean up to? Y'all were freaking out that Jay wasn't with you. And why are you coming over here now?
Because I saw the junk was 1.
Junk wasn't 1.
He was low.
Junk is full health.
Why did I go over there then? Because what I thought the call was we rotate and then just wrap around and
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought the plan was, and I was continuing to walk.
Okay.
And then Sean dies.
Okay.
So I was probably panicked, honestly.
Yeah. Just say, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. Because, like, Jay's got a good crossfire if you take this fight. Right?
Yeah.
Y'all just... You come up here. You guys shoot. Put, like, a Alari pillar or whatever. Kill him.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's going to be hard against the Junkrat. Against our comp, it might be better to take this fight. Like, more of just a shoot battle, because Junkrat's kind of not as good. But, since you guys know Junk is over here, if you come up here, you don't have to worry about Junk killing you in the choke. You're just not making a play, right? Like, you spent that whole time just sitting here.
I don't think in that scenario there was much I could have done because we had to start walking point, and of the people on the team,
Why did you have to force point?
You know what? Fair point.
You got a minute. You can just make this rotation. And you are in Orisa. If you get rolled by a Kiriko or a Junkrat or an Ashe, when you have Javelin Spin and a Spear and Fortify,
yeah,
and at least one healer on your back, that's just a you problem. Like, you should be able to come up here with a support and just run through these. The moment you see this Orisa fell, I forget where it was. Like, you guys kill her because she just is actually awful. Like, I don't know what she's doing. This whole play by their Orisa is actually brain dead. She drops off high ground, runs, gets walled, and just doesn't know she's walled and falls over. And now you start forcing point, and they just bob to stall. Yeah.
I forced Bob.
Yeah, which is nice. What about after when Bob was gone? What happened after Bob was gone? Where are your supports during this? Hold it.
Leroy is next. Leroy is next to me. Leroy is with me. As for Sean, I believe Sean is on. He's coming back. I believe. Yeah, there's Sean.
Do you go Zarya here? Yeah.
I do. I honestly, I didn't want to swap on offense, but or I didn't want to swap on first point because I feel like Orisa works better on first point. But Zarya for these other ones I like a lot better, especially into Orisa with Ashe and Junkrat because I feel like I can get charged really easily and then just whittle down Orisa pretty fast. And even if it's not Orisa, I can walk on the backline also.
You can. I don't know why you don't. You spent the first 30 seconds just shooting an Orisa.
Because...
You know what you could do?
Just...
Boing.
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 Boing. Walk.
And go kill.
Yeah.
If you just run up here, like, what are they gonna do? You're a Zarya. They are an Ashe. You'll just kill them. It really is just that simple. This Orisa isn't gonna die easily. Unless you're at 100 charge, and she doesn't have cooldowns, and she doesn't have a pocket, then you'll probably kill her. Yeah. Any two of those, it might not be enough. Like, Orisa is just obnoxious.
Okay, I want you to watch this up in part.
I watched it.
You watched it?
I did.
I love the fact that I did this.
Uh-huh.
Like, I love Zarya parkour. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Because I thought that they were gonna start. I thought that some of them were gonna start going high ground if they were gonna go for touch, like their DPS. So yeah.
What if instead you just came out here and prevented anyone from touching from going under? Nobody was. I love the parkour and it was really cool. But if anyone was gonna touch at the last minute, it would have just been through main.
Yeah.
Being able to do that can be really important. Like if the suppose the cart's like back here or something. Like
Yeah.
this can be really good to be able to do. Because it saves you this full rotation.
Well, actually, no, it doesn't. The time, because it's a double boost.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. But you can shoot it up and you can still be present if something happens. If you're over here when they start walking through the choke,
I just can't do anything.
You're just useless.
Honestly, though, like, I feel like for me specifically, I don't trust myself yet to be able to try and do a double loop for Zarya parkour while also paying attention to what the enemy team is doing and managing that. Like, I feel like I have to do one or the other. I can't focus on the time for it to come down and be ready for that while also being ready for
oh, that's really
what the
bad.
enemy team's doing. That's just me, though.
Yeah, no, it is. I got you. Alright, what should your priority be right now?
My priority should...
Right now.
My priority should be... losing fast.
No. Not as Zarya.
No?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
It's kinda, sorta right, but
wait,
also exactly wrong.
Okay, wait. Okay. Shoot anyone on their team, build Grav, and then grab a Lariel.
I mean, not at all what I was gonna say. I'll just say that. How many people are hit by this ult? 3 people were hit by the enemy Lariel.
Yes.
Alright. That's problematic. Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, you have no Hanzo.
Yep.
Number 3,
I have no bubbles.
you have no bubbles. If you want to win this fight, you have to not die.
Yeah.
That's priority number 1, is not dying, right?
Okay.
If this fight is lost, seeing as so many people got hit by a really powerful ultimate, then that's alright. The fight's lost. Just a reset. You lost your Hanzo anyways. In your win condition, we decided that, I think I spoke up on the mic, just play for Grav Dragon. Like, if your fight condition's Grav Dragon and you don't have Hanzo, you can just wait and reset. Living with 100 charge is so much better than doing... Like, if you trade 1-for-1 with, like, somebody on their team, that's a win for them, because they kill a full charge Zarya. Like, you just living here is, like, number 1 priority.
Yeah.
And that bubble right there is why you die. This is like, it's not this isn't even nitpicking. This is just like Zarya strategy, I guess. You are at more or less full health and you are at 80 charge. You don't need to bubble for energy, right? You're at 80 charge. A bubble will get half the value and you're already high enough charge you can just erase anybody.
Yeah.
Your bubble gets you charge, but what can't you use it for now?
Keep myself alive when I'm low HP.
Exactly.
I'm at 475 at my max health.
You're at like nearly full HP when you use the bubble. What is it? You're at you're literally, yeah, you're at 400 HP. And you have 2 healers on your back. Like, if you just save this bubble until a second or 2 later, like, imagine if I had the bubble right now. You live. And now you have 100 charge to just sit here and keep shooting this overcharged Orisa, or overextended Orisa. I remember specifically, you were saying, like, I know someone's up there. Why don't you
I
just
should
right click? Just right click. Shoot a right click and you'll boop her, and she'll be like, "Oh shit." Instead, you just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Just shoot a right click, and this whole fight goes differently. I don't remember how this fight goes. Oh, the Cassidy flanks. If you guys don't full cap this, and you dying here is why. If you are alive at what your charge is 100, you're at 100 charge. If you are alive at 100 charge after you win this fight, you guys will full cap. As simple as that. A full charge Zarya can just carry this to victory. Zarya would be dead by now.
Was me dying, was that my fault? Or was
Yes.
that just like, okay.
Yes.
What should I have done to not die? Because I walk forward, right? I use one bow and Joe.
Uh-huh.
Goes down.
Grab's
I
huge.
see three squishies. I
Okay.
grab.
Perfect.
To not shoot Zarya bubble and to be able to deal damage to... Well, actually... now that I think about it, I probably didn't need to shoot them. Because we had a dragon, and dragon was going to kill them when they were going to grab regardless of when they Suzu'd.
Uh-huh.
So I probably could have just walked back and played careful against their Zarya.
Uh-huh. What else could you have done?
Not walked right into them.
Yeah! Yeah, that's a good idea. You can... there is one reason to walk this close. And that's if you're going for right-click melees. That's the only reason you should ever be this close. If you're not doing right-click melees, you can sit back here and beam the closest target. Or you can sit back here and shoot right-clicks. Or you can get up close and use this bubble and back off before it breaks. We'll watch this again. Great grab. It's massive. You are half health.
Yep.
And you are the only person all four of them can realistically see. Maybe they can see the other two over there. Maybe. But you are a full charge Zarya in their face. They're going to shoot you. So they do, and then you bubble at 90 HP. So they keep shooting you. Oh, and in case you forgot, one of your supports are dead. And you fall over. And now, again. Wait, I want to watch that from Hans Cassis. Okay. But, like, imagine if there was a Zarya sitting in their face right now. What are they gonna do? They're just gonna die. And then your teammates have no front line. And they just get shot by ults. Jesus Christ. That's such a powerful ult.
I know.
Yeah. I think, no question, you guys could have capped with probably 2 minutes if 2 fights in a row you didn't die at 100 energy. And they were both situations where just, like, better positioning. It's not even drastic. Just, like, a little bit better positioning and bubble usage, you survive. I like Zarya.
I love Zarya. Alright. Thank you for the VOD.
Of course, anytime.
I'm gonna get some sleep now.
Yeah, I'm going to bed too.